to see you. Before I start today, I just want to go through how to get into YouTube to my channel, as there are a few people that are not sure quite what to do. One of them ways in is to click into YouTube, to put your email address in, put a password, and then you can get to my channel, look at all the different subjects. You can leave comments or ask me questions, things that you might want me to talk about, or you can press the subscribe button, which means every time I put a new subject on, you'll get an email and you'll be able to go straight to it and have a watch if that's what you'd like to do. Anyway, today I want to talk about resilience in children. It's a subject that is very, very important, and we all need resilience. All of us have setbacks and things that floor us, and we think we're never going to get over whatever's happened. But the resilient person knows in the back of their head that they're going to come out the other side, and they can pull themselves up by the bootstrings and get back on track. So it's really important that we build this in children, and there's some elements to it that add up to make a child resilient. And the first one is attachment. So we need to make sure that a child has at least one good attachment to an adult that really genuinely cares about them. And it's never too late for that to happen either. How many times have you heard the story of a teenager that's completely gone off the rails, and somebody has come into their lives that's genuinely started to care about them and what happens to them, and they start to listen to that person and finally get back on track. So it's never too late to do this. Healthy attachment allows a child to love, to become a good friend, and to be confident, and also to be able to stand up to bullies. They also need, the next part is belonging. So it's about knowing where a child comes from. So talk to them about the history of your family, show them photographs of great-great-grandma or granddad. Talk to them about the Dotty Auntie Pauline that always did silly things, because every family's got one, and genuinely talk about their past so that they know where they came from. That's an important part of the puzzle. The next one is security. Children need to feel that an adult is in charge. And even teenagers, when they moan about having to come in at a certain time, deep down they know that it makes them feel secure, knowing that actually there are rules and that an adult is in charge. I can remember many years ago when I did a placement in a school when I was training, and I think the children were year 2 or 3, I can't remember now. But the teacher was off that particular day, and they brought in somebody from outside to take the class. And much to my horror, some of the children started to behave really badly. They were running around, shouting. They weren't taking any notice of the teacher at all. And I was horrified, because these children were normally very, very good in the class. And I remember looking to the left, and there were a group of children huddled together who were getting really upset at the way things were going, and it suddenly dawned on me that they felt insecure and unhappy because there wasn't an adult in charge. And I then had the dilemma about me being the trainee, what happens here? And in the end, I felt I had to take some control. I did, and we got the class back on track for the rest of the day. But that was a big learning curve for me, knowing that children needed to know that an adult was in charge. The next thing we need to think about is selfhood. Okay. We need need to let children know that we respect them and we understand their points of view, that we don't ridicule them as they're growing into teenagers. And an important part of that is letting them have time on their own where they can sit and think about the world, where they fit into it. So we really need to respect some time for them on their own for those reasons. And then one of the others is you know, hold your breath when they start to come downstairs experimenting wearing different clothes. And you know, I assure you that one day they'll look back at old photographs and say, oh no, did I actually wear that? And I'm sure you've done it, because I know I have. The last one is accomplishments, and it's really important to praise them when they've accomplished something. Remember, we've talked about this before, praise is magic. And one of the most wonderful things you can do is genuinely praise them for something they've done in front of other people. Even sort of when your partner comes home and the child is in the room and you'd say, do you know so-and-so did a wonderful picture today, or was really polite in front of so-and-so. And it's about praising them, genuinely praising them in front of other people. It makes them feel really good about themselves. So one of the other last things, of course, is teach them to goal set. They only need to be small goals when a child is really young. But goal setting is really good as well. And also, when they've achieved the goal, praise them for achieving the goal. So they're all the elements that you need to put in place. Remember, you are your child's first teacher and role model. And so all of the things that you do are really important. And if you combine all of those elements, you will be teaching your child to become resilient. And believe me, it will stay with them forever. Being resilient is something we all need. And so I hope you will perhaps watch this again to make sure you've written down all the elements and things that you need to do to make your child resilient. I hope you have a really good week, and it's been really lovely to talk to you again. So take care of each other. Lots of love. Bye.